Welcome. We are here again.
Back again.
Unscripted podcast.
Come on.
Yes, we're here. We have some very special guests.
Yeah.
Boy Ellie, boy Shagan, and we have the After 8 podcast.
And what's the time now?
Yay.
Oh, it's not quite 8, but you know.
Nearly.
Oh, near it.
When it
Maybe
gets
you
to
timed it. You timed it so it
timed
could
it.
be. Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
It makes sense. It makes sense. So we have here the lovely Chloe.
Chloe.
Yes.
Amor.
Yes, and
Miss
Olympia.
Olympia. Yeah. Oh, Miss Olympia. Oh, I'm going to change that.
You're going to call it Miss
Miss
Olympia?
Chloe, Miss Olympia. Yes.
So wait, is your full name Chloe Amor?
Kind of.
What does that mean?
Kind of.
Expand.
So, no. Like, that
Okay.
isn't my actual last name, but Amor was like a name that I used. Do you know what? I made it up
Oh, serious?
like years ago when I was at like school.
Some people do
And
that.
I just ran
actually,
with it.
No, I know a couple people. I know a lot of people have done that.
What, just made up? No, but that's more like her stage name.
Yeah, then it was just
Okay.
kind of like Chloe Amor.
Stage name. Acting?
No, I'm a dancer.
Okay.
Why are you lying?
An exotic dancer.
Chloe's a singer. She's a singer.
Okay.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Okay, you a few.
He
Doreen.
said it.
If you ask her to give you a note, she won't do it.
Yeah, no, because the thing is, so I've always sang all my life, but now I'm also work within music, but behind the scenes. Yeah, so, but it's still passion. Like, I still like to sing,
Like
but
the business
I
side.
just don't, but I don't actually, like, I'm not really on
Cool.
stage and stuff anymore.
So you
Yeah.
songwrite? Do you songwrite as well?
Yeah.
Singer-songwriter. Wow.
Singer-songwriter.
Interesting fact about you. Come on, you actually
But
said
do
something.
you want the facts?
Yeah.
What, just something random?
Anything.
I have
Would you do-
3 kids. People always get shocked by that.
Oh, that's-
Oh, you know when you said that, I thought you were joking.
No, I do.
No,
I
she
have
does.
twin girls who are 4
Oh,
and a son who's 5, yeah. So
that's
that's my
amazing.
interesting fact.
oh.
That's amazing.
I love that.
That's that one.
I have to clap for twins as well.
People are so obsessed with twins. I find it so funny.
I am.
Especially Africans. Like,
Because like it's a. Let me speak from my culture.
Oh,
Okay.
there you go.
Interesting fact: Yoruba Nigerians, the Yoruba tribe, we have the biggest
I know,
population of twins.
Yeah,
in the
I
world.
heard that.
Seriously?
Yeah, I heard that.
How and why?
I don't know. Like we just
Blessings.
we're blessed, innit?
My
We're
kids
blessed
are
people.
half Nigerian, so
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. I think it's just a genetic thing. I don't know what it is.
Really?
I might have to do some research into that.
I just remember when I went to Washington in 2019. There was a family friend or whoever that came over with her 2 kids. They were twins. Man, they look like work. One's awake, one's asleep, one's hungry, one's not
Were they
hungry.
babies
Both
then?
crying.
Yeah.
£2.
That's
I don't know if I'm ready for that,
That's
man.
mad.
God, I don't know if I'm ready for that.
How old are you guys?
26.
And
26 as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would say wait.
Yeah.
That would be my
No, I want
advice,
twins.
so,
I want
yeah.
twins now. I want twins now.
Oh, do
Are
you?
you right?
I'll put both of them in my hands.
Do you have a
know?
girlfriend?
I actually don't. I actually don't, man.
So you need to
I'm single,
find a
man.
girlfriend and then you can have twins.
Not necessarily. No, I'm joking.
I'm
Of course.
done.
I need to find a wife. That's what I need to do. Not a girlfriend.
Oh, I
Right
like
answer.
that.
I don't.
Oh, don't listen to that. I need to find a wife. They'll still go out and behave badly.
What's
Yeah.
that? What's that?
I can vouch for him. He's a well behaved guy.
Thank you very much.
Are you?
I'm a
You would be
gentleman.
a really bad friend if you
he's a
didn't
gentleman.
agree.
I'm a
Mate.
gentleman.
What? If I didn't agree,
If
so
you
I'm
didn't agree
lying.
with him, you would be a bad friend. No, but I feel like, no, I don't want to get into my men do this. Like, let me just.
Wow.
We're gonna get into some of that stuff later on. Don't worry. We're gonna get into some of that stuff later
But
on.
quickly going back to the twins thing, we
Yeah.
call the older twin Tyrell, the younger twin
Kane
Kane.
Day.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Our
that's
a
friend's
thing.
mum.
Okay.
How do you not
is
know this?
Kane Day or Tyro?
Mm.
Tyro.
That's a Nigerian
It's not
thing,
Nigerian.
right?
Yeah, but you know what? I feel like Nigerian culture is so embedded in like everything like that.
Mm.
I just know stuff.
Really?
Yeah, like actually, our friend's mum's a twin.
Oh, no, I was saying it. Her name.
Oh,
She's
serious?
Yeah.
she's Tyro.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Mad.
So, for those that don't know, tell us a bit more, about the After Eight podcast. Tell us.
Do you want to start?
So how do you guys come up with the name?
Yeah, so we were just going back and forth with names for ages. Actually, one of them was, what was it?
I
Something
can't
like
remember.
Meet in real life or something. There was something like
No,
that.
that was the
And
one
then-
that Olympia picked.
No, first of all,
Oh,
we were
okay.
Googling.
No. I didn't
I
pick that
Oh,
one.
Google. Oh, yeah.
I didn't
Actually, I
pick that
remember Googling it.
No, we were just Googling like to see different ideas. But anyways, we didn't like that one. Then we had a couple of other ones.
had, like, quite a
and
few,
then, then we chose one. And then we were sort of like, yeah, but when you're not really like
Yeah.
happy. So then, Chloe, you were saying you picked After 8.
Yeah, and I was just like, it
Yeah.
reminds me of me and you. So like, obviously, me and Olympia are best friends,
And alcoholics.
and literally like the way we kind of like, I guess, unwind if we don't want to go out is I'll go over to Olympia's, and then usually the kids will be in bed like before 8. So it's just like, you know, after 8 it's like get the wine out, and then we get chatting, chilling, and drinking.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So
How
it's
long
just
you
like,
guys known each other for?
Ooh.
about
15, 16
well,
years.
since we were
Guess in
11,
school?
12.
Yeah, so
Year
longer
7.
than, we're 29. I'm really
Yeah,
really
year
pushing.
7.
Ooh, so 18
I can't do
years.
the maths,
18
yeah.
years.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay, that's dope.
That's cute.
Yeah, there's a
a
friendship
good
thing
thing.
going on here.
Yeah.
It's nice.
So,
yeah.
Friends forever.
how long have you guys known each other?
From school as well.
Oh, from 11.
11, yeah.
10 to 13 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nah, did you go to the same college as well?
Nah.
Okay, so
Okay.
you just kept your friendship.
It's so funny because like everyone in our school just went to different colleges. Like,
Yeah,
everyone just
it's
disappeared.
true, you know.
Mm.
Just went different paths.
It's so funny.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like that kind of happened at school as well.
I
though.
don't. I feel like a lot of people went to either A or B, and then other people dispersed and went to other different places.
Do you know what it was? If we're going to include white people in this conversation,
Yeah, then I
they
suppose-
all went different places, but then
No.
everyone went to like
No, but some of them even came to our college, but we just didn't know.
yeah, or we didn't know that
Never
they
saw them again,
yeah. But yeah, mostly people went to Christ the King.
Everyone went.
Oh,
everyone
I've
went
heard of
CTK.
that. Yeah, I've heard
Oh
of
yeah,
it.
yeah, we went.
Even
to
people
CTK,
from North and East London went to
Yeah,
CTK.
well, we
Why?
both went to CTK.
Whoever's from
yeah.
North going to CTK, they've got no reason to come to.
Whatsoever.
That's so
That's
far.
I know, but I don't know why people were doing that.
That is so far.
Maybe just for like the Christ the King. One thing I will say was it was a fashion statement college. Like
Okay.
people coming in their Gucci belts. I was like, first of all, that's fake.
Wow.
Secondly, why are you wearing it? It was such
Stunning, yeah.
a
Stunning.
interesting time.
Yeah, it was just it just felt like it was just one of them. Do you know what? We didn't go there for education.
Yeah.
We went there for just like
Vibes.
vibes, you know.
Yeah, to be honest,
Just the vibes.
A lot of
fun.
people, most people did. When I think about it.
And then
I-
when the results day came, everyone was scared. And that's why everyone got into university via clearing, basically.
So joke. Do you know what? So many. So
Basically.
basically, the uni I went to, I thought I was going there alone. I went there and I opened my eyes and all I see is
Bare people.
Christ the King, and I was like, why are you going here?
Everyone.
They're like, oh, I got it through clearing.
Clearing.
innit? And I was like, that's an insult.
Did you go to uni in the Midlands?
Yeah.
she did, yeah, she
Coventry,
did, yeah.
Oh, nice uni.
Did you?
I think, I went uni in the Midlands. Interesting experience.
Where
Where
did
did
you
you
go?
I don't want to disclose.
Oh, okay. All right, no, fair enough.
And I'll say against Jewishan, this guy, do you guys know Jimmy Neutron?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the
You know.
black Jimmy Neutron because
Wow.
he's a genius.
Oh,
Biomedical
Amazing.
science.
Oh.
wow.
I love when I
Yeah.
see men praising men because usually I don't feel like
That
you
is
see that. That's
nice.
really
He's
nice.
true, he's true. But he's genius.
Yeah.
Cheers, man.
Amazing.
How about
Oh,
yourself? Where did you
yeah.
go?
So I went to SOAS University.
Where?
SOAS.
SOAS?
Yeah,
Where's
yeah.
that?
It's London.
London.
It's Russell Square.
Okay.
What does it stand for again? It's like Africa.
Yeah, something African.
No,
Have you-
Studies of Oriental. No, School of
Africa.
African studies.
School of African Studies.
Yeah,
I think
something
it's
like that.
Oriental and African Studies.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
something like that. Yeah,
Okay, that's really cool.
Yeah.
And what did you study?
I did economics.
Amazing.
Yeah, that was right.
Money.
Just out of curiosity, what did you guys do at A levels? Because I'm just. Whenever
What
something-
subjects
Yeah,
did you
it's in
take?
subjects.
Oh, I took the first time round I done law,
Don't kill me.
psychology, sociology, and English language.
Mm.
And then the second time round I done English language and literature, media, drama, and sociology. Yeah.
I did maths, English, performance studies, and media. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I dropped maths because God forbid.
Yeah.
I was quite good at it, but I realised that I couldn't do anything else if I wasn't studying. And I was
Really?
like, I want to go out. So, yeah.
Yeah, A-level maths is
It's
serious.
so different from
It's
like
techie.
when you do GCSEs. Like, it's
Yeah.
so different. I remember thinking, rah.
Everything was different from GCSEs. GCSEs was a
hits you,
breeze.
innit?
Yeah.
When they used to
A-level?
Yeah.
Oh my
When they said
gosh.
the jump from GCSE to A-level
I
was
didn't
bigger than
believe it.
A-level to uni, I didn't
It
understand.
really is.
I thought it was
a
on top.
yeah.
Yeah. Because I feel like college definitely gets you ready for uni, and then you can kind of ease in. Like a lot of people didn't even do uni properly and came out with decent grades.
Yeah,
Like,
like just you just pass.
I had to
whatever.
work
Yeah.
in that uni, but I was a slave.
I don't know how you did it.
Other people were fine.
What
No,
happened?
I studied pediatric nursing.
Okay.
So you have to
so
do like
you-
placement
Yeah,
and
you
Of
actually had
course.
to
Oh,
do
yeah,
that.
I was
yeah.
going to placement like alcohol leaking out my pores. Like,
Ah.
it was so bad. I used to like go out to like 7 a.m., have a shower, and be in the hospital by 7:15.
See, that's the problem with our NHS. Our system is failing. No, I'm joking.
I'm done.
I'm
You're probably
so
right.
done.
You're probably right.
How did you find the energy to do that?
Do you know when you're young, you just do.
Anything
I was
possible.
young, but I still remember that. That's
Also-
crazy.
Anyways, you'll learn we have a high tolerance for alcohol. so you just deal, yeah. I
Wow.
keep selling myself as an alcoholic. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
you've been
not,
saying it
yeah.
bare. I know.
I know. So as I sip my gin and tonic.
Cheers.
But yeah, let's get into some current stuff. I mean, there was 2 finals this, I'll say, past weekend.
Yeah,
Love
Love Island was one of them.
I've never watched and will never watch that show.
Serious?
Carry on.
Did you guys watch? Did you watch this?
She loves it. She loves it.
Yeah, I watched Love Island as well.
Oh, you guys can talk about Love Island.
I was happy with the winners.
Yeah, same.
Those are the only people I wanted to win.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
let's talk about the Euros, the women's finals. Did you guys tune into that?
I didn't tune in, but my workplace was streaming it, whatever. And so it was in quite a lot of like of the group chat kind of thing. So I saw it,
Interesting.
but I didn't actually watch it.
I'm screaming at Chloe's face because she's like, I don't know what to say about
It's just like, yeah, but like, one knows that the women were playing football and then they done well.
They won.
Yeah,
They won, they
that's
won.
great. Yeah, that's it. That was great. And I saw some really nice stuff
It's
online.
good.
It's amazing.
It
Like-
came home. It came home.
Yeah, so it's
For
really
the first
England,
time,
right?
and women did it.
Yeah.
England women's
The
team.
women showed the men how to do it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they're actually really good players.
They
like,
are.
I'm not a massive football fan, but my
Yeah.
sister is, and my brother. So I know some bits about it, but I do know that they did really, really well. Like,
Did you tune into any of the games? Or?
no, I don't really watch football
Yeah.
unless it's
Hey.
the World Cup and we're in the pub.
I'm just going for the vibes.
Like, yeah, just for
Yeah.
the vibes.
How about you guys? Did you guys tune in?
Yeah, I followed their journey, to be
oh,
honest.
okay.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
amazing.
I like football.
Did
anyway,
you?
so.
I didn't.
How come?
Did you watch the final though?
I actually didn't.
Do you like
Oh,
football?
Oh yeah.
I
what
actually did.
a
So
shame.
why did you watch the women's?
Yeah, why
one?
did you
That's
watch it?
interesting.
Oh, I knew this is gonna come.
Ah.
I'm out of curiosity.
No, do you know what? I just never got around it. I actually, when I found out, to be honest, the England women's football team has always been good. So when I heard that they were really progressing really well, I kind of expected them to get to the finals.
Okay.
But I just never got around to watching the finals.
What would you
and
do?
no, it's not because I don't watch women's football. I just didn't get around
But
to
But
you know-
what
watching
was
it.
you doing?
Sunday.
He said he didn't get to.
Is it waffling around it?
What day was the final
It was
again?
it's Sunday.
It was on a Sunday,
Oh,
yeah.
What time was Sunday?
It was
He's
Sunday.
gonna say he's in
I think
church.
it
He went
was
in
like
church.
5.
No, come on.
I think it was like 5. Something like that.
Yeah, it was late. I remember driving home and just hearing
Yeah.
bare
People
cheering,
outside,
like,
right, yeah.
everywhere, yeah.
I remember, yeah.
You know, life's so fast sometimes. You can't remember what you're doing. And
Yeah. Can I ask you guys a question? What
Yeah.
team do you support?
Manchester United.
Yes.
Oh gosh.
Do you?
Again, yeah.
I support Arsenal.
Oh, I mean,
Oh, look, this is what we're
that's
split.
why you were
We're
sitting there,
split,
because
yeah,
you
exactly.
came in and I could feel Arsenal energy, so I just said, stay on that side.
The last person that came on is a guy
Yeah.
that was an Arsenal fan. He said that he assumed he was a Man United fan and said he was giving
Because
Manchester United energy.
Do you know?
He felt so disgusted in his soul. Like so.
But do you know what it was? He gave me signs like he was confident. He could speak.
What do you
he could
mean?
articulate himself.
God.
His brain was in check. Do you know what I
What
mean?
does that even mean?
I mean, a lot of Arsenal fans are deluded. They're confused. They don't know what they're saying. Like,
I
But it's
only
okay, you're not a real
support.
fan, so
Yeah, I only
yeah.
support Arsenal because of Thierry Henry.
Yes.
oh,
correct.
most people do that.
Yes.
That's it.
Most people did that.
But he
as well.
doesn't play no more, does he?
No.
he's
No.
older
Yeah.
now, yeah.
Wow.
He's older, sorry.
He's old.
So why do you support?
Because my brother, I grew up supporting
Yeah,
Manchester United. So
unfortunately.
my brother's
That's a
one
good
boy
brother.
in 6 children, and he just made us all support Manchester United. But,
That's like the opposite of me. You got like bare boys and one girl.
oh, do you?
Oh,
Yeah.
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 Poor
Oh,
woman.
that's nice.
No.
Oh, not me, as in, yeah, I don't have any kids, but I mean,
No,
my
your
siblings.
fellow
Yeah,
siblings,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Are you guys? Where do you rank in your siblings?
I'm slap bang in the middle.
Oh,
Of how many?
really?
Yeah.
5.
Okay.
Oh, wow, nice.
So does everyone forget about you? Sorry. They say they forget about the middle child, isn't
I
it?
feel like at times, you know.
Guy.
Over the years.
Your brother might be watching, you know.
No, over the years, I I don't know. I won't say they forget about you. I don't think that was ever the case.
In the middle, I
really.
feel like you have the
But
good life, you know.
I just
Be in
feel
the
like,
middle,
I feel like for
No
me,
pressure.
I've just always kind of been independent anyway. Anything I've
Okay.
wanted, I've always gone to get it. I don't wait for
Oh,
people.
go get her.
So
Yeah.
just
it's
man.
calm.
Yeah.
For me,
Yeah.
I'm actually the oldest of three.
Okay.
Oh.
I have 2 younger sisters.
Wow.
One
Oh,
is
nice.
4 years younger. One is almost 5 years younger.
Okay.
Ironically, last month they both graduated in the same
Oh,
month.
congratulations.
Yeah, so that was
Oh,
2
well
weeks
done.
apart. So that was
Well done,
interesting.
girls. We love it.
That was
you're proud.
interesting.
I bet
I
you're
am
proud.
very.
Yeah, you
Oh,
must
no,
be.
that's really
Are
nice.
you a protective brother then?
I am, but not too much, you know.
Okay.
Are you guys quite close?
Yeah, very close, very close. We have our chat. Like
That's nice.
when I was in school, I found them really annoying. But I
Yeah.
think quickly, like in the late teen stage, I really appreciated them.
Yeah.
We have a very good relationship.
That's really
yeah.
nice.
That's really
That
sweet.
is really
Yeah.
nice. Where
Yeah.
do you rank in your siblings' code?
I don't
I'm not
know.
interviewing people, so
I don't even. Do you know what? To be fair, I don't know. But I know. But I just class myself as the only child. I've got. Yeah. I have to say that. It feels like.
Do you
I
have
am.
older siblings?
Yeah. I do.
Okay, yeah, I hear that.
Yeah. Not me. Come on.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna ask
You've been
you as
asking
well.
everyone
Oh,
else.
No, I'm the youngest.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I feel like being young the youngest is good as well, right? Is
I'm
it?
the favourite, so yeah.
Yeah.
The
It does. It feels.
The youngest always get everything. Like they get spoiled. Like when I think of my younger brothers, yeah, they've lived a different life to me and the older siblings. I feel
Yeah.
like they're so much wrapped in cotton wool. They get everything. Like they didn't have to go through the struggles. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different. They lived a different life, a very different life.
I don't know.
That's
Even in
true.
terms of lunch money, I found out how much my brother was getting for lunch money. I said, "You what? Me, I was struggling to sell Lucozade to school."
Oh, the good old days.
Yeah.
Oh.
The people used to sell chicken.
Yeah. Oh my god. What they used to get from
Chicken?
Tesco, innit?
Yeah,
That's
in,
new,
in
man.
Bacon.
Yeah, you guys are
Yeah,
from
that's it,
Southeast
Tesco,
London,
yeah.
so
And bacon.
No, my
Okay.
school was
Okay,
called
okay.
Bacon's
Oh, you went to
College.
Bacon
Yeah,
school?
yeah,
Oh, you went to
I went to
bacon?
the bacon
Okay.
school.
You said Bacon schools, Bacon's college.
Bacon school.
But, yeah,
It's a
that's-
bacon school.
I knew it was that there was a school called Bacon. That was a bait school. Like,
Yeah. But yeah, they used to sell chicken. They used to buy it
There
from
was a
Tesco.
Tesco,
They
yeah.
have their tissue. And what was so funny is one of the teachers was like, "I've heard of cookies," but she's like, "But guys, chicken."
Wow.
She
Wow.
was so upset with so
Oh my
So where did you buy the
Chicken, you
chicken
know?
from?
So you know
Tesco,
they
you
did the
get
wing.
the
Oh.
bag, yeah. So it'd be like
Oh.
a pound for like 8 wings or whatever in the hot bag.
Okay.
Or something like
Chicken.
A
That is
pound for wing.
that is crazy.
Yeah, no, they'll sell it for 50p.
Okay, I was
is-
gonna say, 'cause that's
Crazy.
inflation
The whole
itself.
pack was a
That-
pound.
Okay,
that.
yeah, okay,
so
makes
they'll
sense.
make profit.
That's crazy.
Okay, makes
Chicken. That's
It's
too
so
far.
dry.
Even
That
that though,
is too
50p
far.
for a wing.
I bought it
That's
though.
inflation.
No, but I mean, people were selling donuts, cookies for 50p
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
So.
Donuts is the ones in my school as well.
So what happens if you don't sell out of those chicken wings? What happens? Do they
You
bring
eat
it in
them.
next day
No,
or
you just
what?
give it to your friends.
Yeah, or you just
Just
eat
eat
it.
it, yeah.
No, none of them gave it to their friends ever.
See them.
So they put it back the next day and gave it to you people.
No,
to
they
buy.
probably eat
No,
it
they
themselves.
just
I
ate
don't
it
know. Yeah,
themselves,
yeah.
yeah.
How can we be sure about that?
My friend used to give it to us. So yeah, she was the seller, and yeah, we used to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So
we
they
used
used
to
to do
eat
it in
it
your
every
school as well.
Yeah, it's the
Interesting.
best. They all got in loads of
true.
trouble when they got caught.
Mad.
They
Yeah.
got
Did
caught on several occasions as well because they were obviously not meant to.
I remember seeing the head teacher, Mr. Brown, his name was,
Man.
put like people selling Lucozades, taking the drinks and
pouring
pouring
it
them
on.
in
That
front
was
of
so
them.
mean
You wanted to make
for
a
no
public
reason.
example.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. The public example.
Why are they so mean for
That's
no
so
reason?
annoying.
It was so
Wow.
funny to
They're
me
so
though.
annoying though.
When it's not you, it's funny. I don't care.
It's true.
I got and one of the teachers came to me, took me to the side, and asked me to snitch on the people that are like selling.
Oh,
Did you do
and
it?
And she said that I could go to like the front of the dinner like queue all the time.
Did you
Wow,
do it?
and you did it.
So I didn't do it completely,
Low
but
key.
there was someone that they already knew was selling. So I was like, either way,
See, she didn't
it's
know.
out. So then I said
We
that
didn't know she
name,
said school.
Okay,
and then I
okay.
said that I didn't know anything else, but I did know because one of my friends she was actually a top dealer. That was selling at school. Yeah.
Said dealer.
And then because of that, I got to go to like the front of the dinner queue like for a week, but no one really knew why.
Wow.
I know. That's the first time I've
You're
told
a
anyone.
snitch.
You working
Wow.
for the CIA?
I know.
You working for the FBI?
I
All
know.
of Chloe's friends from back in the day, stand up. I hope you're listening.
And the person who I snitched, we're still friends, but she has no clue.
Wow.
Now she
Well,
knows.
now she
I'm gonna
knows.
tell her. I'm gonna tell her.
That is crazy.
I'll tell you after.
Hey. Wow.
Yeah, so we didn't go to the same school, by the way.
Yeah,
guys.
separate.
Oh, you didn't?
Yeah.
No, Chloe
Oh,
went to a
so you just
girls'
met in
school.
terms of like area and stuff.
Yeah,
that.
like so, literally mutual friends. So
Yeah.
literally, one of my best friends from primary school went to Bacon's College, and then it was
We're
like,
friends and
woo.
then,
Oh.
and everyone became as one.
yeah.
Oh, that's proper cool. That's cute.
Yeah.
Nice.
How you guys been finding the weather recently?
You know what? I do like sunshine. I just don't like a lot of it.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't like heat
I hear you.
because heat pain. I don't like that,
Mm.
and I don't like
I like
sweating a
that.
lot. I don't like sweating a lot. I don't like. I just don't like suffering.
Clammy,
And like
humidity.
literally, it's been
Feeling
hot. Like it's just
bummy.
I just feel.
Nah, I'm telling you.
Oh,
There's something about when it is hot and humid, yeah, and you, I don't know, been to work or you just stepped outside, even for 20 minutes, you just
Yeah.
gone to the shop and you just
You're
feel
hot.
irky. Like,
Everything,
I have to
yeah.
shower at least twice because
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
not, I'll just feel sick, you
Yeah.
know? Like,
it's the worst.
Yeah. No, definitely.
I can't stand it.
And I just feel like you can't breathe properly. Like, I honestly feel like,
No, I
imagine
hear
we had
you.
to wear masks for how long? I feel like having
yeah,
masks
that
on
would have been
myself.
mad.
Yeah.
That 40 whatever degrees.
Oh, that was
Imagine
worst.
having to wear a mask in that. That would have been impossible.
Oh, God forbid. Yeah, that's not possible.
Which is a
No
good
one
thing.
could make me do anything.
Yeah,
I
no
would
one could tell me
literally be
anything.
like, absolutely not.
Yeah,
like,
there's
I'm
no
not
way.
doing it. But yeah, I just felt like I couldn't breathe.
It was horrible.
I
That
remember
day
going
we
from inside
recorded.
to outside and be like,
Oh,
yeah,
you
me
actually
and
recorded that day?
Chloe, we
Ooh,
recorded.
Yeah.
I didn't
Wow.
record
They
that.
were in.
We were at my house, so
Yeah.
we
Okay.
recorded at my house. It was just me and Olympia.
Okay.
Yeah.
And honestly, like every time we moved, we had to keep pausing it.
Me and Chloe were sat there
We
basically
was-
with nothing on, just like
It's
this.
hot. And we were like, yeah, so guys,
just
just
like-
talking. I was
Yeah,
like, oh
we-
my God, it's
That
so
is
hot.
I'm pretty
crazy.
sure that episode we sound drained.
Yeah, we sound
like the whole
it's
episode. We
hot.
just sound so
Stay
drained.
hydrated, man.
How was you guys in the
Yeah, how did you guys find it?
I went to the beach.
what?
I went to the beach.
In the 40 degrees.
Yeah,
So
'cause
you're
it
one
was
of the
cooler.
nutters.
Yeah.
You're one of the
No,
nutters
because
in
it was
the world.
cooler where I went.
It was cooler.
It was
What
cooler.
beach did you
I
go
went to Brighton. I went to
Okay.
Brighton.
I
Okay.
love
And so,
Yeah.
it was like obviously 40 degrees in London. Over there, it was probably like I think it was like 35 max.
Right.
Oh,
But
that's
obviously you
nice,
have the
uh,
sea
by the
breeze as
sea.
And
well,
the breeze,
so
yeah, so that's not too
it felt
bad.
good. It
Yeah.
felt
That's
good.
actually not too bad, yeah.
Yeah.
But then how did you travel there?
Train.
And was you not dying on the train?
I definitely was.
Yeah, I was.
I definitely was. I definitely was.
That was my thing. I was so worried about like just traveling. So
Yeah.
I wanted to just stay put, but then I had to travel that day we recorded
Going
and
to my house.
peak. Oh, I got on the bus and my skin started to melt, and I was like,
Oh, the
no,
bus.
yeah. And imagine
Yeah.
as a girl, yeah. I mean, I'll say as a black woman, you've got your hair on,
Yeah.
you might have makeup on. I was just like, I want to take
Everything
everything
off,
off.
right? Everything. I didn't wear makeup that whole week, and I think I was wigless too. Like it was much.
You're like, there's nothing on.
I was
There's
like, I
nothing
can't.
on.
There's no way.
No,
No, I hate it. I'd rather stay indoors, man. I'll
Yeah,
hibernate.
that's me.
Stay
Yeah.
indoors.
My house is quite cool, to be fair.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
good.
that's
Yeah,
yeah.
weirdly.
Some people really suffer though. Like I don't know if their home is like some insulated whatever, but they
My
really
house doesn't
get-
make sense because like in the winter, it's cold. Like I don't understand. It's like
Okay.
the walls are not doing anything. Now in the summer, it's extra hot. Like outside is warm, is cooler than inside. It doesn't make
Yeah.
sense.
Oh my
So
God.
your
I don't know
house-
how they constructed
It
that house.
obviously
It's
just-
backwards.
Yeah, I'm wondering. I'm like, it replicates whatever's outside. It's going
Yeah.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. It
That's
doesn't
so
make any
funny.
sense.
That is so funny.
It doesn't make any sense.
No, guys, everyone store your heat because the what is it?
Energy.
The prices.
Yeah, I heard it's
Yeah.
like crazy.
I mean, I don't pay for it at the moment.
Because
but
I don't
it's-
really know.
Yeah, I was
but
gonna say,
heard
but I've
it's
heard.
gone up. Yeah, I heard it's gone up. Yeah,
Still,
I heard it's a bit crazy.
I'll pay for other stuff. But I don't pay for that one. But I've heard that it's.
Has it mad? So
I feel sorry for them. But,
No, it's crazy. It has gone up as well, which is why it annoys
but it's
me.
going up again.
I know.
Oh, you know, yeah.
It's going up, and we're going into a recession. Like everything is peak. Inflation has gone up. So much is happening. But this is why I'm annoyed when my little brothers leave the lights on. Like a simple instructor, just switch off your
yeah,
light. Like
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
understand. Like
now I
it's such a
understand
big
why
thing
my
for
mum
them.
used to hate it when I was younger. She was like, the lights is on everywhere. Like she just gets so vivid. I'm just like, I don't get it. But I'm just like, okay. I
I'm
get
so
it
used
now.
to using natural light, and my mum used to make it seem like it was a natural thing. It's obviously to save energy. She's like,
Yeah.
I only need natural light. Now, why am I saying that accent?
Mm.
Like sometimes I'll be at home And Mrs. Morgan said, "Why are you sitting in the dark for?" I just need that small light there, and I'm okay. I'll sit in front of the TV, and I'm
You
good.
don't need the light.
That is so funny.
Are you married?
I am, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Been for a few years now, yeah.
Oh,
A few years.
congratulations.
When did you get married?
22.
Oh,
amazing.
okay.
Yeah.
I love that.
Because when you said Mrs., then I looked at your hand.
Yeah.
I heard Mrs., but I just assumed either like your girlfriend.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's amazing. Congratulations. I know it was a while ago, but
But that's lovely.
Thank you,
We love
thank
love.
yeah.
Thank you.
Hopefully, I can get married by the end of this year.
Really?
This
What, have you met someone?
Don't listen to
No.
me. Sometimes
Oh, you
don't
haven't?
listen.
No, there's people there,
you
but
could
like,
get engaged. Oh, people there. Yeah, how many?
no, I mean, do you know you just have to
You just talking. Don't
You
let's
just have
see
to
the
assess.
good.
Right.
Well, anyway, whatever you want, manifest it, and
Yeah, it'll come to you. Do you want
I'll
to
say
get
my
married?
Of course, one day.
One day,
What?
as in like, you know, you said end of the year. Do you want it to be? Do you feel like your time?
Realistically,
is running
that's
out,
not gonna happen though.
or- Okay.
That's 4 months. That means
You're
I need to
20.
get to know that person, like, as
could
if we have
get
to be.
It
engaged.
happens though,
You
but
get engaged.
you
And
should
just
have
not get
owned.
married.
You should have owned.
Until later. Anyways, we'll pray for you.
Yeah.
I think I need a lot longer than 4 months because
Yeah, no, it doesn't. I don't think
Think.
that.
candidates
You're
in
20.
the city of
People
London,
change.
scary, right?
Do you feel like that about women then?
Not in
Like the
general,
women that you're dating, sorry. No, because we see that view of men like, yeah, you guys are mad. But I don't know how it is for you
I don't
guys.
feel like everyone is, but I feel like there's a. In terms of like places I go, events I go, people where I'll meet ladies that I will speak to or something like that, I do feel like a lot of them are very crazy. A lot of them are very crazy from my experience and from stories I've heard as well.
Okay.
But of course, that's not everyone.
Yeah, of course.
Exactly. Okay.
That's nice.
Well, good luck. Genuinely.
Pray for me.
No,
Pray
for
for
real.
me. Pray for me. Pray for me.
Okay, cool. Well, I guess we can get into the topic of the day.
Ooh.
Conversation me and Shagan have been having. Sorry.
Yeah.
Now and again, and going back and forth on some videos that we've seen online. So there are different like subtopics we'll touch on, but basically the main frame is the inequality gap and double standards between men and women.
Oh,
Yes.
God, are you sure?
And the thing
You
is,
know,
we've been
Lucas
waiting.
already.
We've been waiting to have some like ladies on as well because
Yeah.
we would like to hear your views as well. Because again,
100%.
Man.
we,
Do you want to start, Chloe?
Where do we want to start?
We can start. Well, I've put some points here, although it's unscripted. We can
Yeah,
feel free to
obviously.
jump.
Yeah, of course.
Jump from A to Z and Z to A back again. We can start like in industries such as like sports, music, the workplace, and whatnot. Okay, let's maybe start sports. You know, what do you guys think of equal pay and whatnot?
Do you know what? I don't want to talk about sports just because I don't know anything.
Yeah, I was going to say,
I'll
I
be
don't
honest,
really know
but
much.
I
Okay.
could talk about it in another thing, just because otherwise I'll be rambling.
Okay, how about equal pay in the workplace?
Yeah.
In business.
I mean, so okay. My thing is that obviously I understand that there needs to be time to grow, and like automatically we're not gonna just get up at the same. Like there's a long process, but a lot of the time it just doesn't really make sense. It's like you could be there for so long and no one would even. Do you know what? Women we just do things without asking for praise. So sometimes I feel like we're not a part of the problem, but we're so used to like working in conditions where we're not appreciated that we just do it. And I think that men take advantage of that and just let us do it until we stand up and say, no, I'm not going to do this. And I also think another issue is when like women get to the top, a lot of other women don't want to help other women.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Because
true.
like they get there, because I've noticed a lot of the time if I'm
Yeah.
interviewing, I'm always like, I pray it's a man, because I feel like I'm received so much better. Like another
Yeah,
woman straight
I
away,
agree.
I feel like it's very hostile. It's very much like there's not enough room for all of us.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you're too good, it's gonna be a no
Yeah.
kind of thing. So I feel like you have to hold back. So I feel like that's like a big issue in the workplace as well.
And sorry, just to
Yeah.
interject there. I don't
Yeah.
know if you're a fan of Kendrick Lamar, but on one of his songs,
Mm.
he mentions how R&B singers don't feature on each other's songs. I don't know if you ever clocked that.
That's
No,
very
I don't
true.
think I did clock that, but you're
That's
right
very true.
actually.
Though,
Yeah.
yeah. Really. It's
Think
usually
about
a singer and a rapper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like maybe SZA and Summer Walker.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the odd. Yeah, like the odd,
but not in general. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
you're
no,
right.
not really.
And it's probably all of, but it's the same with like I guess even like female presenters and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know how easy it is to bring someone in,
Yeah.
but I definitely feel like when you're in a place of like privilege or you've worked your way up, it is
Yeah.
sort of your duty, especially coming from like women who have been oppressed for so long. I feel like it is your duty to like uplift people and
Yeah.
I'm not blaming women at all, because I feel like the issue is men, which I will say with my chest. I feel like the issue is men, but at the same time,
100%.
I don't have 100%. But I just don't. I don't expect anything from you lot, so I expect it from the women, not in a bad way, but I feel
like you mean taking ownership, or
I don't expect a man to help a woman to like progress, because I feel like people who are in places of privileges usually don't like that to change, otherwise they will no longer be in that position. The same as like when you think of racism and stuff, like white people sometimes don't want to help because they're scared of what that will mean for them. So I don't have those expectations from men, even though I think you should do it, but in my mind I'd be like, I'll be an idiot to expect that, because you guys will be like, no one wants their woman to make more money than them. I know that for a fact. I feel like as soon as you're like successful, it's
I was fortunate because in my household, I saw my dad sacrifice a lot for my mum to go to like nursing school and whatnot.
Amazing.
So I think it was really good for me, to see that.
Nice.
So
that's really good.
I hope more men see that and can accept that. But unlike popular opinion, I think it's weak, it's insecurity when a man feels that they need to always lead in terms of finances. Doesn't make you less of a man. I mean, that's why there needs to be that separation from like how you are from outside your home and like the dynamics in the home as well.
Yeah, definitely. Was you gonna say something?
No, I was gonna literally just kind of go off from what you were saying before, as in like I feel as if like what's kind of like a bit sad is I really do wish that more and more women feel in a position to help other women get to, I guess, where they can possibly be. I feel like it's just a case of, even kind of similar to when you kind of compared it with the guys, as in like we can't all be in this space, and I feel like women definitely feel that way, that there's only just one person, like, I'm the only black woman in this company, and let's just keep it like that. If there's two of us, it might be a bit too much. Therefore I'm not going to overdo it. I'm not going to help the next girl come in. And I feel like it's just a bit like, I feel like just overall women we're just oppressed, and like I don't even think like it's necessarily always because someone's literally oppressing us, but I think it's just in us.
Our mindset.
It's literally in our exactly. And we just kind of just I don't want to say take what we're given, because I don't necessarily think that's the case. But like literally, but it's just like okay, like
No, I hear you. I was also going to say, I think on this topic, you have to separate, like, I feel like women's like so broad, because I feel like black women have their own challenges. White women
I don't know what they have something.
I don't know, but they might have something. And then obviously you get like Asian women, like everyone has like different sort of things. I think you don't really realise that people aren't valuing you until either someone says it to you, or you look at something, you sit down and you really look and you're like, it doesn't make sense. Like I was in a job for 6 years doing like all of like the managerial roles and everything, but I was still on the same, I mean my pay was more, but I was still on the same band as when I started. I was just looking around at everyone else. I was just kind of like, hold on a second, like I'm biased, but I'm better than all of you, innit? And I don't really
you knew your value.
So I did leave, and I went somewhere else. But even in my role now, like I'm in a higher position, like, but I still see the difference. My manager's obviously higher than me, but I still feel like I can see the difference between how when she talks and when I talk. And the difference is she's a white blonde woman and I'm a black woman. But no one knows our position from just looking at us. But the way she's already like treated, or like the roles people will give her to do and stuff, it's like they trust her more. So you kind of have to really like, you get imposter syndrome when you're in these places. Because you're like, can I do that? Should I do that? But then you're like, no, actually, I'm going to just do it. Like I was saying, you have to kind of just tell yourself as a woman, like, just do it, because I'll be shaking inside, but no one will know.
Exactly.
And then if I need to cry when I get home, I'll cry when I get home. But like in that time, just say that thing, do that thing. Otherwise, no one's ever gonna like take you seriously. But it's hard, man. It's hard.
It is.
Just touching on, you said that you're working somewhere for 6 years. And they didn't increase your pay. Did you ask like?
No, my pay was increased.
Oh, it was increased, but not to.
I didn't get to move like a band.
Oh, okay.
So the band like will jump you like
caps you.
Because I work within the NHS. So you can't go and ask for more money. They'll tell you straight away, we ain't got it. So it's difficult having a job like mine, because you can't really just sit down and be like, hey, I'm doing this, give me more money. They'll be like, oh, there's no post. What I kept getting told was, there's something coming out, just wait. And then I was like, after a while, I was just like, I can't lie, like, I'm not waiting.
Yeah.
Plus, when I go for it, I'm going to be against other people. And because there's another nurse who'd been qualified for 1 year less than me, but she was saying that she was going to go for it as well. And I'd already realised they'd given her some more responsibility to me. And I was like, I'm not battling with this woman. Like, no, nothing against her. But,
Yeah, of course. But
Yeah.
no, I get
was
you.
like,
You've
this
been there
is,
for
yeah.
longer.
I was like, if I don't get it, everyone's going to die.
Mm.
So I'm just going to leave. Like, just-
Yeah, I don't know what people like. I love to see women win. I don't know if you checked our page, but we had our first live event at Box Park Croydon
Oh
in
yeah,
May,
I just saw
and we
that.
had Nissy on.
I didn't see on the page, but I heard your episode. Yeah.
Yeah,
you
we had
mentioned it, yeah.
Nissy on. That was the second time she actually came on.
Okay.
It was really just inspirational hearing her story, and how she didn't let, you know, the parameters of her being a woman, a black woman as well, with all the difficulties that brings, to stop her from excelling and moving forward. So I just love it, man. I love it. I love to see people win anyway,
Yeah.
and especially women. I love to see them win.
Yeah.
Well, that's really nice to hear. No, just because sometimes I just think.
No, but it's true
I don't
though,
know
like
how
you
much
said.
it's a thing for men, because a lot of the time I hear when women talk about this stuff, like men will kind of be like, they won't see it. So I will say something that I've experienced that was either like sexist or something, and it'll be like, oh, but maybe he didn't mean it like that. Maybe you're being sensitive. Maybe it's this and that. Like, I've heard that quite a lot.
See,
but I don't know. Yeah.
Do you know what's so weird? I think for me, right, is that like wherever I've worked in like loads of different places, yeah, and I have always had a bad experience, or not a bad, as in like it's been great wherever I've been because I'm fantastic, but like in regards to like people that are more senior to me, I've had a better experience in literally everywhere that I've worked with a male other than like a woman, and like
I find that strange. I never heard. This is the first time I'm actually really hearing this.
yeah,
you
so
know,
I guess for me, like, so in my situation, it's always been, I feel like I don't feel as if, okay, just speaking from my experience, yeah, I feel as if like men with me have always been very much so like they'll like me. When I say like me, it's in like just as a cat, like as a person, and I work well with them, and I feel like they're not really that emotional, so it's kind of like you do the work and that's it. Do you know what I mean? Like a lot of them will be like, I don't care what you're doing, Chloe. Just like, you know, get
That's
that
like,
done.
okay,
get
that's
that
true.
done,
That
that's
is
it.
true. That's
Yeah,
actually
like
true.
get done.
That's
Like
true,
literally,
yeah.
I remember one of my managers in like one of my old jobs. He was never in the office, and like he didn't care what I did as long as I delivered the results.
Yeah.
He
That's
was fine
actually
with
very
that.
true. That's very
Whereas
true,
I
actually.
felt as if like, or I feel even up to now, I feel as if like with women, when they are my manager or my supervisor, or whatever, they're just so like, you know, what are you doing? How are you doing this, that, and the other? And it's just like, just concentrate on your computer and let me do what I need to do. And I feel like there's this kind of like, in a certain sense, kind of like catty and bitchiness. And for me, it's just like, let's just do our jobs and just keep it as like, it's just, I just find it very unnecessary. Like either way, you're doing the most, but we're still getting less like than men anyways, for example. And it's just like, it's not that deep. Let's just get on with it, and then just like, you know, hopefully try and also champion each other, and you know, like it's okay.
What do you guys think is the reason for that? Like, is it because, I don't know, is it a mental thing where you feel like there's not enough room for all of us? Is it like a crabs in a bucket kind of situation?
One thing I would say is I think that when it comes to that, it's difficult because I think as women we're naturally quite controlling in general. So little things that, so imagine a guy at home in his home would probably also not say too much about what's going on in the house, as long as, like you said, the results are getting done. Whereas I feel like even me just saying when I'm at home, it's like, oh, why did you leave that there? Why did you, like naturally,
a bit meticulous.
like I just naturally, I'm just a bit anal about things. But one thing I would say is that I think women can be like that when they are threatened, because I feel like if I walked in with prison braids, no makeup on, didn't really talk a lot, people just like didn't say much, I don't think I would have the same reception I have sometimes. But I think sometimes if I come in and I'm overconfident, which it's just
Being
how I am as a
confident,
person, like as a personality, or people like me, or people are like, oh, Olympia, do that again.
Yeah.
Then it's like all of a sudden it's like, Olympia, you're supposed to be working. It's just like,
It's
all
like,
right, all right, why are you jealous?
No, you know,
If you want
I
to do
totally
the same
agree.
thing, like-
I literally agree. I feel like with me in general, I've always been that person that's like, I pride myself on my appearance, and like in a sense of I like to get ready, like to do my hair, my makeup. Like I'll never go into the office looking somehow, and like, and that's just me. Like I'd rather like lose hours of sleep and just to make sure I look good, and that helps me in regards to like my confidence. Like if I feel like I look great, I present well, I'm ready to conquer the day. So that's a me thing. But like I feel like some people around, maybe they don't mind if their hair, like the hair isn't, you know, or they're not looking, you know, and I think that's fine. Like just own it, right? Exactly, just like own it. But then don't feel. Well, I'd like to think that they shouldn't feel intimidated by me or feel as if I'm some sort of threat. And then you start using their authority to basically kind of like be like, I guess, like horrible because they feel uncomfortable. It's just kind of like it's fine, like, you know, I chose to wear lip gloss today, you didn't, and it's okay. Don't make me talk. Like, it's alright.
I know what you're saying is true.
No, the thing is, do you know what's difficult? It's like, I don't think that's all scenarios, but 100% it is sometimes, and you can sense it sometimes, because it's like, and I hate to use the word like jealous because I feel like you should never compare yourself, but it feels like that. But you don't want, you're like, but I'm literally just like,
it's like, why would you be jealous?
Why would you be jealous? You're my manager, so
it's like,
I don't, like, if anything, I should be like aspiring to be where you are in position wise. So sometimes it just
even amongst friends, that could be the case as well.
That's what I was just about to say, because when I over the years as
tell
well,
them about your sneaker.
No, forget even that one. Forget even that one for now. Yeah, but
we'll go back to
no,
that.
just talking about like my female friends. Yeah, over the years. Over the years, like when I've gone to places with them or something like that, I will find like one or two of them just be like it could be even a stranger, just another female, like, oh, look at her weave, like, oh, look at her wig, look at this, look at that. And I'm just like, you don't even know the person, like, what is your business? What's your beef? Like I don't get it. And then even like sometimes I'll see like the way like other ladies are preying other ladies and screwing them and all that kind of stuff, and I'm just like, why is there like, what is this? What is this? What's this animosity? Like, where does it stem from?
Well, I think between friends is probably a bit different, because I feel like friends are calm with each other, but the whole thing of like just saying about other women, I think it's again a whole thing of like how we've been conditioned as women. It's the same way as black people. We say stuff about each other more than we do about other races. Like, I don't know in your opinion,
that's true.
Like,
that's very true.
That's true.
And it happens like naturally. Like, if like girls wear wigs or whatever, naturally if someone's wig is high, you're looking and you're like, bro, why is she leaving her hair back? And it's like, it is bad when you really think about it. It is bad, but sometimes it comes naturally. But I think it's all a part of us being conditioned to, like, I guess, hating each other, comparing ourselves to each other, like who can look better, who's going to be more accepted as like what, like, white passing. Do you know what I mean? I feel like in the back of our minds we are literally conditioned to just be in competition with everyone and everything, and it's never really just peaceful as a black person, is it really?
Come to think of it now as well, I think that probably a big part that plays in that is that even as you grow up, for example, boys, they have sports teams, they're gaming together, they're going out together, there are all these kind of, you know, social activities that they can kind of engage in together.
That's true.
But at least for me personally, even Mrs. I tell us now and again, like, all you guys do is you come together, you talk, you chill, you eat, you do whatever, and that's it. And most of the times, I tell her as well, like, listen, you told me this is your friend, but that's not even your friend. You know? They don't really, and females have interesting friendships and relationships where, you know, friend, but they are your friend, but they're not really your friend like that. So
you're right. Absolutely
you can go on holiday with them, but you can't go to this place.
No, but one thing is, which I think everyone, as you get older, you will learn, you have different friends for different things.
That's true.
You can't do everything with the same people.
I think that's true, because even like, I think now, looking back when I was younger, I'd say, everyone's my best friend. No, they're not. And now it's just like, I know who my best friends are. I know who my sisters are. I know who my my going out friends are. Like, it's okay.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, and you just gotta. Everyone has their place.
Yeah, it's like, you're great for this, let's do that. You're great for that, let's do that.
I think when you try to make everything is when you fall out with people. Because some girls, I can be like, I can go on holiday because you're fun, but I'm not calling you when I need something. Like, or like, I'm not bringing you around my boyfriend.
Like, it's just like, or like, no, it's
there's just some
that.
People that you just can't do everything
just can't,
with.
and
that's
like,
okay. Like, be yourself. And
that's true.
Boundaries.
Yeah, it's like just having those boundaries, and trust me, like we women, we observe, so we see things. So if I see like a girl doing something to another person, even if it isn't to myself, I've seen it.
Take note.
It's like, I've seen
mental
it.
note.
So it's just like,
no, it's true.
But do you think if, like, from a young age, girls had that, you know, more, I don't say like opportunity, but like team, I wouldn't say team building because we're not in work, we're not at work or whatever, but like more social activity, do you think that would close the gap in terms of like
I guess it depends. I think it's down to each individual, because when I was younger, I done a lot of activities, mainly like dance and singing and all of those kind of stuff, right?
In a team environment?
Yeah, it was every Saturday. Every Saturday I used to go to like drama school, dance school, essentially that. So for me, I was very much so very mixed up, let's just say that, with people all the time. So I wouldn't say that's my experience, but maybe like, I don't know about you, Olympia.
No, I did. I used to go to dance school every Saturday actually as well. But I'm trying to really think when I was young.
Dancers, yeah.
Olympia really break it down.
No, she's chat shit. That was a long time ago. No, I'm just trying to think of other stuff, because you really like sparked something in my brain. I'm like, hold on, what did I do? You're right. I feel like we literally just used to like really and truly hang out, talk, eat,
and like playing stuff.
Yeah,
which is not bad, obviously.
Like,
it's not bad.
Go for like bike rides and stuff like that.
Oh, that's cool. I never heard that before.
That's
we
cool.
done all that.
Like in my area, just where it was.
Oh, that's
like
good.
to go around on
I'm
a
not
bike
being
ride.
sexist, but there are some women that don't know how to ride.
I was
bikes.
going to just
Excuse
say
me?
that most
People-
ladies that
Many.
I know don't even know how to ride a bike.
Yeah, that's
People
right.
say that.
I won't
to me
expose
all
my
the time.
missus, but
People always say that to me when they go to me. Chloe, you can ride a bike. I'm like, yeah.
No,
it's
because
true.
it's
I thought I was the only one.
No, it's actually true.
Funny.
Yeah,
That is
I find it
weird.
weird.
That's mad.
And
No,
yeah,
from
it's
young,
interesting,
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
many
always-
don't.
That's
you
so
know?
It's
mad.
like, yeah, from your
Do you guys know how to swim?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm so proud of
do.
you.
Yeah. In school, every Friday we'd go
Yeah.
to the local
Yeah.
pool. So yeah.
Did you
I
get
could
taught?
swim.
You got taught in school?
Yeah.
That's
Got taught in
what I
school.
never get, We all grew up in this London, and I learned how to swim in school.
Yeah,
and then
you
I
did.
meet all these people who also grew up in London, and they don't know how to swim. And I'm
I
not
think
sorry,
it was
Chloe.
maybe just select
Select,
people
yeah.
that they chose to go swimming.
No, everyone
don't.
went.
It's hard.
Chloe doesn't know how to swim.
I can swim like this, yeah.
Butterfly.
Yeah, the butterfly
Yeah.
one, but like I'm not like the strongest swimmer.
You're so much better now, though.
But that's
But
probably,
like,
that's
yeah,
a
but now
harder
I can
technique
do-
than
I
what's
can
it,
do like a-
breaststroke or
Yeah.
whatever.
I know, but my hair.
Oh,
Okay, of course.
When I get wet,
Sense.
but at least it's like I can do like this out of the water.
Yeah.
And
so it's
Yeah.
also,
alright.
people get fear when they can't breathe. So I think that's why people prefer
yeah.
to
Oh,
breathe
really?
like that. Yeah,
Okay.
because when you put your head under and you have to do front. If you don't put your head under, you can't do what's it called?
The front stroke. I don't know
Breast,
what-
is it breaststroke? It's breaststroke.
No,
Yeah.
breaststroke
Yeah,
is
breaststroke,
that
yeah.
one.
Wait, is breaststroke this one?
Yeah, like the
That is.
little
So which one is
butterfly
this
or
one? Just
whatever.
normal swimming then.
Yeah,
This
one.
one.
No, that's breaststroke because this is backstroke. So
Yeah,
this is
also
breaststroke.
Because you're on your
Is it?
chest.
I thought it was
Yeah.
like the front
Oh, it's
one,
front
like
stroke.
this.
Yeah.
Okay,
Is it front
then.
stroke?
Maybe you're front stroke.
Ah, you guys.
Let's say front
He
stroke.
was doing this. He was doing this.
Because he doesn't put his head under the water.
So dumb.
No, yeah, but yeah, anyways, well done. You'll get
No,
there.
something that I did realize, I need to work on my swimming stamina. I feel like I'm a fit guy in terms of running. I play
Yeah.
football, all that kind of stuff. But swimming
It's hard though.
is exhausting.
No,
Yeah, it is.
swimming
I
is
came up from
a
holiday.
full body
Like,
workout though. Yeah, it's
it's-
really good.
It's
It's
really
tiring.
hard.
It's really good for you, yeah.
It's
Wait.
Like, if you don't want to do
Wait,
cardio in the
you
gym,
look at it, you'll be
do
like, oh, I
swimming.
can swim that calm. You get to the end and you're like,
Yeah, you're breathing. Oh, my
it's
days.
so hard. Oh, I remember I hadn't been for time, and
Yeah,
I
and you
literally
went.
did one length, and I was like, I might just paddle, you know, I might have to stay here and tread water because
so
it's so
done.
tiring.
I went on holiday a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, where
and
did you go?
I went to
Check it out.
Turkey
Nice.
and went
sounds
Greece
cool.
for a little bit as well.
You went?
Turkey and Greece.
Okay, you
Yeah.
you
You went
travel
from one
off.
place to another place.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
nice,
yeah, yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, I was there. Obviously, this beautiful sea, Mediterranean seas right there in it. So I was swimming, and like I remember, like after one of the days, yeah, I was just feeling so tired. I was in the pool, like not in the pool, in the sea. We were swimming in the sea.
Yeah.
Swimming. I was there, yeah, for like just a minute, and I was just floating. So I was just keeping myself afloat. And I just felt so tired. I said, let me get back on this boat. I'm getting a life vest right now because
I love
the way I'm
it.
feeling right now, hey, I was
On the ropes.
exhausted. Oh
Would
my
you say you're a
days.
strong swimmer though? Like, could you
Oof.
save someone who is drowning?
I won't say I'm a strong swimmer. I won't
Okay.
say, and I feel like it's because of my fitness in terms of like swimming fitness. Like, that's why I wouldn't say I'm a strong swimmer.
Yeah.
Because okay, let's say I'm at the beach. I'm not one of those people that will go far.
That you have to go, ow, ow,
Yeah,
ow,
I'm not one of those guys.
Drive me
Like,
there, I'll jump
those
in,
are the people
collect
that those are the people I class as strong swimmers. Then when I go far, but
Yeah, no,
But,
no,
I mean,
no.
it's good that you can swim in the sea.
yeah.
That's wicked.
It's easier.
Some
than the
turtles as
So
well.
that's what
Pretty cool.
everyone keeps telling me. But then last time when we were on holiday,
Yeah.
I was being told, "Oh, just lie back. You know, you're gonna float." I wasn't floating. I was dropping.
That's so much. Even
No, the
like
thing
lie
is-
forward, spread like a starfish.
Yeah.
Come on.
No, it's because you're probably panicking, yeah. But if you
Yeah, if
actually
you
do just
properly
like,
relax
and look up,
floats,
just
yeah.
look to the sun,
Really?
you float.
No,
You
No,
float.
you do.
You'll float.
Really?
Especially
Yeah.
in the sea. Like you
Yeah.
can do it in a
Yeah,
pool
they
actually.
Because even the sea is
But
more
with the
denser
sea,
than
and it's
and thing.
got-
Yeah.
And the salt
Yeah.
keeps you up as well. So
It's true.
it's alright, guys. I'll send you a YouTube video. Teach you how to do
Yeah,
it.
'cause I'm gonna say, I
But can you
wouldn't
can you
do
learn how
that.
to swim from YouTube?
Yeah,
No, I
you
meant
can
how
do
to. I'm sure you can learn how
anything
to float.
No.
Can I tell you something about me having twins, guys? That's really random.
Yeah,
Go.
go on.
So-
So when I was in where was I? I was in uni, and I basically held the coach for someone, like a man, and he was just like, "Oh my God, thank you so much. God will bless you with twins one day." And like, he said all this stuff, and then later,
said
I was like, it was him. I was like, it was his prayers. I wish I could find that man. You know, come find me if you
He's
listen to the
definitely
Unscripted podcast.
I said I'm definitely.
Come
It's
find
definitely
me.
Nigerian.
Yeah,
That's a Nigerian
It was
thing.
such a random thing to say.
That's what they do. It's part of the
I held
culture.
the
Like,
coach,
it's
and
a
he
blessing.
said- Yeah, it was
Everything double.
Yeah.
Two houses, two cars, everything. Two
Is
phones.
that's actually very.
That's isn't
That's
Nigerian.
very
That's so funny.
funny.
Okay, cool.
Ah.
So the other part of like inequality and double standards, you know, let's talk about in terms of relationships.
Okay.
In terms of qualifying a partner, we shared a video recently. To be honest, we had this conversation now and again about how a woman qualifies a man, and a man qualifies a woman, and how sometimes that can be quite unfair.
I don't know what you mean, but
Okay,
Well,
no,
yeah,
I'm going. We're gonna explain. We're gonna explain.
Qualify.
Would you date someone shorter than yourself?
Oh right. Yeah. No.
Mm.
I'm really short as it is, so that I don't think it's a no.
Yeah.
I think it's a no. Sorry.
Would it be wrong for a man to date a woman that might be a bit overweight, at least in his opinion?
No.
Yeah.
What's
What
in like?
do you mean? Would it be wrong, or was it okay for him?
Would it
To...
be wrong for him to disqualify a woman based on her weight?
Yeah, of course that's wrong.
Yeah. But it's the same way that even like with me.
Why?
No, but I think it's the same. Like me saying that I don't want to date someone shorter than me, it's
Yeah.
still wrong.
Mm.
As in, like, it's just.
But you do it.
But I do it, yeah. But it's down to your
So what's
personal
the
choice.
Yeah.
But no, what you got to think is Chloe's not offended that many people because she's short. There's not that many men that's shorter than her.
No,
So
but
she's
no,
okay.
but
whatever.
even
No,
still.
it doesn't
No,
matter.
it's still-
No,
I mean,
regardless
she's
of
not
that-
saying.
I'm not saying it's wrong as well, by the way.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
saying,
No, but
I'm
as
not
in,
saying
like,
that's
You know
wrong.
what? Actually, I take that back. I don't think it is wrong for someone not to date someone because they're overweight, because you should absolutely date who you're attracted to. And if you're not
Shut up,
attracted
man.
to them, then
Yeah.
you're not. Because I'm like, I can't be carrying my man like wedding pose when we're getting married because you're shorter than me. Like, or I jump on you and you fall down. Like, absolutely, it's not gonna happen. So that's
That
my
might
reason.
actually
So I'm
be
like, the
listening.
same way a guy might be like, no, I don't want to be with a woman who has like a big belly or like that. That's up to you. If you're not attracted, then you're not attracted. Like.
Yeah,
Let's say
I
this
do
bec-
think that attraction is important.
I
Like,
could never tell a man,
Yeah.
no, date her. Just
because,
like,
That's
no matter
actually
what,
refreshing.
like,
You
It's
scared,
just
you remember
down-
scared me at first, but that's refreshing.
no,
to
because I
hear.
thought about it and I was like, oh no, you can't like body shame, but then it's like, it's not body shame, it's just not your preference.
yeah, it's say it's not your
Um,
preference, yeah.
yeah.
I think the only time I'd be like, is if like a guy was to meet a woman and he really likes her and he finds her like, you know, physically as in facial wise very attractive, but maybe he has the boys in his ears going, oh, she's a big thing though.
Yeah.
And then literally he's
Changes
just like,
his
yeah,
mind,
he
or
changed
he
his
won't.
mind.
Okay.
Or
That
if
I'm
you
just like,
got with someone who was smaller and then they gained weight
Okay.
after they're already in love, I would think there's an issue with that.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
like my
that one
man
I can
luckily
accept.
can't shrink. So
That's true. Yeah.
Because that's the conversation as well, because you can't change height, but you know you
Well,
can
you can,
change.
yeah.
You can get healthier.
that's
in terms
what.
of-
Exactly.
That's why I changed what I was saying, because I thought about that, because I was like, you actually can't change your height.
Your height, that's the thing, like,
But I was
that's
like,
it.
yeah.
you know.
But then that's
So if a
the
man's
issue
short,
because-
he's stuck. He's automatically disqualified for
You know
life.
what, it's
Basically,
I
it's
actually feel really bad.
For life,
No,
and you can't do anything about
I
it.
do too.
I feel so bad.
I
Wait,
feel
oh,
bad,
that's
but
gonna
I
sound
also
really bad,
feel
but-
as if like, maybe if they're like, you know, rich, some women
Okay.
will do it.
Ooh,
That's
Like,
that's
you know, like,
a
into
dream.
No,
it.
but it's like not saying that that's what I want, but as in like, you know, like what's the comedian guy?
They're giving up.
Yeah, his wifey's a lot more taller than him.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I can't lie. Obviously, with money comes other things, though. It's not just about money. In most people who are rich and doing well are very motivated. They're very ambitious. They've got drive, so that's attractive in itself. So if there was a man who had all of those things but in a smaller package, I might be able to overlook the height for other things. But it's like if you text back late and you're short. Forget it. I'm not accepting that.
Disqualified.
No, I hear it though. I hear it. It's like you're not even texting me.
I gave you a chance, so you're short. Exactly. It's just like I gave you a chance, so you're not texting me back.
This is good. This is gold. This is what they say. 100%. But I just find it so interesting because I mean. Surely you guys can see there's a bit of a double standard there because like I go on Insta and I know there's this whole joke thing about the ick and all this kind of stuff. If a man is running for the bus, that's the ick. If the man does this, it's the ick. If I see a man do, I don't even know, whatever a guy does. If I see a guy laugh too much, that's the ick. Gives me the ick. Men can't even be men. But the moment a guy says, this is what I want in my woman. Wow, how can you say that? Like, what the heck?
Can I ask
That's
you,
crazy.
you're single. What do you want in a woman?
So obviously, my first thing really is attraction. So I'm attracted. It's not really just one thing. Like I'm attracted to different people, different races for different reasons.
Yeah.
Just something that's within my head. I can't say that this is my shape or this is my
What's
style.
What's that kind of phrase you use? I don't discriminate.
I don't discriminate. I actually don't discriminate.
Okay.
So you have to be, for me to now come and engage in a conversation, you have to be attractive to me.
Yeah.
And then when I am speaking to you, show a level of, intellect, show a level of like, you have to be able to hold conversation as well and have to be interesting to me. There's been times that I've been speaking to somebody and they can't hold a conversation. It's just like me, I'm doing all the talking. Red flag. That's it. The conversation done. I'm not wasting my time because there's nothing interesting or intriguing about you. Kind of thing. But then man, after that we now start to undress and see like what the person's really saying in terms of like their vibes, in terms of their characteristics and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, man.
That makes sense.
Any ladies who fit that description, you know where he's at.
You don't know where I'm at.
Number in the
I will come and find you. Actually, no, come and find me. It's 2022, innit?
Exactly. We're talking about equality here. Okay?
It's true.
I think as well, I got over that because I used to think, okay, I don't believe in a woman chasing a man, but if a woman approaches a man or shows, be the first one to show, I think that's okay, but in a reserved manner, because 2022, you also see women proposing to
That's
men.
what I was just gonna say.
That one is crazy.
Listen, if you like,
Yeah, that's not for me.
move to me if you want to move to me, but don't you dare propose to me.
Yeah, I kind of know.
The thing is, it's like, I know
It
men
doesn't
find
matter how
it
much I love you. If you do that to me, no. Hell no.
Yeah.
And I only think that a lot of the time I feel like women only do that through like desperation because the
That's what I
man's
was
not
gonna
doing
say,
it. And I feel like in that
100%.
sense, if you feel like you're not getting what you want, you should probably just leave. Don't
Yeah,
propose to him.
that's
sis.
exactly.
Don't
Don't do
propose
it.
to him. Do not get down on that knee
That's
and
like
propose to
second-hand
him.
embarrassment.
It's so
don't do
like
it.
you
What about asking
don't-
what about like a lady asking their partner to be their boyfriend or something like that?
No, because
No, that one no.
No.
No, I'm just asking.
Okay,
because that
okay,
happened
okay.
in Love Island. That shit.
Oh yeah, maybe.
no.
No,
I
no,
was like, what the heck
She
is this?
asked him what she
No.
knew he was gonna say yes.
But still,
See,
I was still like,
I see it the same as like proposing. I'm very traditional when it comes to all of that. I do think I think it's really cute when a guy asks the girl.
I do.
I think it's lovely, and I think that's what I stand by.
I mainly would do it because I'm not making no. Can I swear?
no.
Okay.
Oh no,
Well,
after
yes,
that
have to edit it
if you
out.
can avoid it, yeah, but be
I'm
yourself.
not,
Yeah.
No, I'll wait. Sorry. I'm not letting no guy like be. I'm not gonna force you to be something,
Yeah.
like or be in something. Because in my mind, if you wanted it, you would have asked. If you haven't
Exactly.
asked, the chances are you're not ready or you don't want it.
Yeah.
So I'll just.
That's true. I wanna delve into the mind of like the ladies that do propose. I just wanna know like what they're thinking, like what. No, not even. Just I'm actually intrigued to know like what's the dynamics of the relationship. Like why did they feel like they needed to propose? I don't know.
I'd like to know that too.
Because for me, I find it
like-
very interesting.
And I wonder whether they spoke with their friends first, because someone should have.
It's true, you know.
That's what I'm saying. There's
It's
so
like-
many things I want to know.
And
About
it's like, where do you get your ring?
Makes sense.
even the guy, I want
Oh.
You buy it for yourself.
No,
Or
it
you
makes
buy
sense.
him a
No,
ring.
that's wow. That's
to. Yeah, wait. Ooh.
Yeah. What did you do about the ring?
Yeah.
So they buy the guy the ring.
Or you buy yourself a ring
Lord
and say,
have
now
mercy.
put it on me after.
Yeah.
We're finished.
Yeah.
We're
What
finished.
do you
Yeah, that's so
do?
true.
This society's finished,
That
man.
smells.
With all due respect for those watching,
But
Yeah.
the thing is, I don't think society's finished. I feel like we're just in desperate times, man. Like,
when did these things become okay? Again, this is opinion. I
when
don't
men
know
stopped
everything.
proposing.
I guess, yes.
Yeah.
When the
like,
serious men stopped
when
proposing,
serious
yes.
men
Yeah.
stop proposing,
Yeah.
because the relationships just aren't the same anymore, and people are so scared of like commitment because they think it's not gonna last. But then it's like, I don't get how you can be in a relationship for 10 years, but then you're not ready to get married. It's like you can't have some
Yeah,
things and not
and
that.
not the other.
That's
But I mean-
in my opinion. But
From my, not my experience, but like from experiences around me, I feel like when a guy is ready to propose or like make a girl his girlfriend or whatever, there's certain things that he has to see in that lady, whatever his criteria is. And I feel like a lot of, from my experience as well, not my experience, but experience of people around me, I feel like a lot of the disclaimer. A lot of those characteristics or whatever, or you know how back in the day they used to say wifey material and all these kind of
Yeah.
things. A lot of these ladies don't possess it, and so I mean,
yeah, it's so difficult though, because I just think, I mean, I would definitely say I'm out there. So what is wifey material?
I mean that's down to each guy to that's down to each
Yeah.
guy. For
Yeah,
me,
'cause
it's different. It might be different.
I feel like a lot of
my
men
things
want
and-
wifey, like women to be wifey material means that you're quite reserved. Like,
Not
You're
necessarily. Not necessarily.
yeah.
Like for me, I wouldn't like my woman to be reserved. Like in terms of, okay, if you're around my friends, like interact with them,
Interact,
interact
yeah.
with their
no, but when I
partners and
say
stuff
reserved,
like that.
is they
Like,
not fully be themselves in certain situations to present as the type
mean
of
just
person you
like-
want other people to see them.
You
Yeah,
say
like,
Just on the not
Don't-
I don't,
don't
want to say
be a
the
flirt.
side, but just like
no, I'm not saying don't be a flirt. No, obviously you're not gonna flirt with your man's friends anyways. But
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't know how to describe it. Just be a bit more. Just dim yourself down a little bit.
like the president and the first lady, that kind of dynamic.
Yeah, as in like take a step. Don't outshine me. Like I feel like
Okay, I
guys
see,
don't
yeah,
outshine
okay.
me, and I feel like that's a hard dynamic if you're a woman who's quite like, what's the word when you?
Like an extrovert.
Extrovert.
Out there.
Yeah, an
Yeah.
extrovert, or just someone who naturally like takes attention from a room. Not, do you know what I mean? As in,
Yeah,
like,
I get what you mean.
Like I feel like it's just quite difficult.
No, I get what you mean.
Like, all I can say is I know I'm not wifey material.
No,
wow, why did you say that?
I think I'm the best, but I'm saying in a man's eyes, I don't think I am. I feel like I'm very loud.
I don't think there's a problem with being loud.
You guys are different men.
For me,
You're
yeah,
different men than I've
for
experienced.
me in general, like most guys just want a lady that's just gonna be their piece. Like it's just going to be
Yeah.
like it doesn't. You don't have to be. It's not a thing of you being loud or talkative or any of this kind of stuff. Like
Yeah.
a lot of guys like a confident lady, but I feel like it's just I don't want drama. That's me.
Yeah,
I don't want
drama.
drama.
You don't
I
want
don't want
stress.
issues. I don't want
Yeah.
stress.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
world has been stressing me. Bills, work, all
Your
this kind of
partner's
stuff.
supposed to be your
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Supposed
Like,
to be
I just want somebody that's going to give me peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear you.
And I feel like that's what
I hear
most guys.
But
Well,
can
let
I
me
ask
speak
you
for
guys
my
a
friends.
question though? Does it intimidate you if a woman is very like loud and out? But as in like when I say very loud, I mean like she makes bare jokes. Like if she's there, everyone's always like,
No,
don't
it doesn't
mind,
intimidate. It doesn't intimidate me at all.
It's funny as well because like
well,
again
she's funnier than you.
If she's funnier than me, then we'll battle, innit?
that one is a
We'll
bit.
battle, but we'll just like it'll be fun. Like
Yeah, okay,
that's
yeah.
what I'm saying. But like, I'm not intimidated. It won't
Yeah,
make me
yeah.
feel any kind of way. It won't
Well, it's
emasculate me or
refreshing to
anything.
hear because I definitely feel like guys who are introverts have an issue with girls who are extroverts.
My dad's
Maybe.
actually like, if you ever meet my dad,
Mm.
he's such a quiet guy.
Yeah.
And my mom, she's
That's
not
so
a
fun.
loud mouth, but she talks. She does the talking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay, I
But
get you, yeah.
the dad is still the
Oh,
dad.
okay,
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
it
no, I
works
get it.
for them.
Yeah.
That's
That's
Yeah.
so
Like
weird
my
because
uncle,
that's like
yeah.
my
Yeah.
parents as well.
Yeah.
Like my mum, she can talk for days. Like my mum, all my days, like her phone, she's on the phone 24/7.
Like, what? Say, why do they always
I don't get it. I don't know who you're speaking to. Different people. Like
In the
the
night,
moment
like-
one call drops, boom, another person's calling.
Yes.
Remember they used to have the cars. They have to
Yeah.
go to
Oh,
Oh, the
the
calling cards. Oh my gosh.
I'm just
always
like-
send me.
I was about to say, they didn't go shop. We had to go shop.
Yeah.
for them.
Yeah, all the time. I don't want to go
Can
to
you get
shop.
one calling card that has one picture of a zebra on it or something crazy? Like, what is this?
Yeah. That's the
But,
one.
but it's so funny that the dynamic of my parents as well, because my dad is more like chilled and laid back or whatever, but he still asserts himself where, you
Yeah.
know, a man needs to assert himself and like certain decisions, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of like my mum does all the talking, really. Like, my mum does all the talking.
Yeah.
Like, they've got houses that they rent out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
All of that kind of stuff. My mum will be the one that's doing the talking, setting the price, all that kind of
Oh,
stuff.
amazing.
But when it comes to like decisions, like, well, head of the house kind of decisions, my
Yeah.
dad does that and he puts his foot down. All
So
that kind
one
of
thing
stuff.
I've just noticed, so both of your parents are still together.
Yeah.
And this
Oh,
may
nice.
be why you have certain views that you have.
Yeah, no,
in
it plays a
comparison
big
I think
part.
it is.
Yeah.
I think
to
it is.
some males that I'm talking
I feel
about.
like
it
I
is.
feel like
I was
you've
gonna
had
say.
that example, you've seen
Yeah.
that. So that obviously makes a big difference. But that's really nice. That's
No,
quite
it
nice
is.
to
It
hear.
is. It is nice.
I feel like you don't hear it that often anymore.
Yeah, no, that's
It
true.
does.
I agree.
It does
It definitely
play a
makes a
part, yeah.
difference. Yeah.
Okay. Well, in terms of how you qualify a partner on their past history, some people say body counts or whatever, but their past history, their past relationships. Do you feel like there is, you know,
Double
a
standards?
big disparity, a big double standard?
Oh.
I know that's a stupid question to ask,
Yeah.
but I'll ask anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I'll be real. Like I feel as if, like, you know, if a guy was to ask a girl, like, you know, what's your body count, she's gonna lie. And I feel like if a guy was to say it, he probably wouldn't lie. Like it's just fine. But like I feel as if like women are kind of like, we're meant to be put in this box, precious. We can't be dealt with or handled with too much before, you know, you have us. So it's just like, I just feel like it's a bit of it's like a taboo, literally. So it's just, there's definitely double standards, 100%.
Yeah. I know that. Have you heard that saying that it's basically like, do you know you get a master key that can like go into loads of different
I've heard
yeah,
of
they
this
say
and
that
basically,
yeah.
they
a
used
key
to,
can
like, the women
open
is
many
a-
doors,
yeah,
but
one,
door,
like,
yeah.
like
If many keys can open one door, then hey, that's a problem. Like, that's what they say.
That made me laugh when I
Because
first heard
that's
that.
the
Yeah,
problem.
it is,
It's
yeah.
like so many. If a key can open so many doors, if anything, that's more unattractive. So,
Yeah.
but
You
yeah,
know?
I just find it a bit mad because I just think, what is it your business?
Yeah.
Because I could.
But to be
It
honest,
could be 1,000, and I could tell you 2. So why
Yeah,
are you
like,
asking
why
me?
is
to be honest,
Like,
It's true.
do
you're
you
never
have
gonna know.
your kids, a daughter and a son?
I have 2 daughters and a son.
I don't know. I don't have kids personally, but I do feel like the daughter deserves to receive more attention and should be, you know, protected more and not more valuable, of course. But I don't know. What do you think?
I think it's down to character, and I think when you have kids, you realize that your kids are so different. And like, for example, I just feel like with my son, actually, all my kids are quite like attached to me and quite like needy. But with my son, it's just different. I feel like he needs me more. Actually, really and truly.
I hear
I
what you
feel like
mean.
he actually needs me more.
I'm
Like,
his boy.
yeah, and the thing is, I've got twins, so they're together as well. So I
Yeah.
like he naturally, I will worry about him a bit more because I'm
Oh,
like
yeah,
they've got each
them,
other kind
yeah.
of thing. But yeah, I mean, I think that's a part of like society and being conditioned. Like you feel like women need protecting when actually, not in a bad way, but it is kind of insulting sometimes as a woman because it's like, if I need help, I would ask. If I don't assume that I need help.
Yeah.
In a physical altercation, if I was with another man, of course, please step in
Step
and help
in,
me
yeah,
because
but-
like naturally I can't do it. But especially with like an argument or something like that, like I've got myself, I would hate for someone to step in and feel like, give me a chance or otherwise I'm going to be weak forever. What if
Yeah.
that man isn't there? Like people, as parents, I'm not going to be there for my kids all the time. So they need to, girl,
Be able
boy,
to,
they need to be able to fend for themselves. So
Yeah.
True.
that's like my biggest thing. But back to the body count thing. I just wanted to say, what are you guys? Do you have that opinion? Does that matter?
For me personally,
Sorry, so wait.
I know his face.
for me personally, yeah.
Personally.
Sorry, bro. Just give us 5-10 minutes, yeah?
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna skip.
He's here early as well.
He opened it.
Everyone was
He looked at me.
I know.
But you still.
Oh god, I'm so done.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's
Sorry,
really
guys.
look. He's beat the whole wig like. Anyway, what was I saying now?
Sorry, I asked you. Does it matter? Body
Oh yeah,
count.
for me personally, yeah, I've come to a stage that I know that I'm 26 now, and again, the reality of living, especially in London, is rare nowadays for you to find somebody that hasn't had a sexual partner. It's kind of rare, very rare, in fact,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
So, if I'm going to be that guy that that says, okay, listen, my partner has to completely be a virgin at this age now, the reality, you're probably not gonna find out. You're gonna be looking for a while, kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah.
So if I'm come to the stance that okay, yeah, listen, I have to accept that the past is the past.
Yeah.
My only thing is,
Yeah.
if you're with me, be with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't entertain other guys.
Yeah,
Don't be
absolutely.
leading other guys on or doing anything like that.
Absolutely.
And also, don't have been with any of my friends.
100%.
Oh, yeah,
And
that's
don't tell
different.
me.
That's
Yeah.
That's a
just
no.
crazy.
And
Yeah,
even
yeah.
just your track record as well. Your track record, it can't be too messy. Do you know what I mean?
But
I'm not saying that you can't.
know.
How do I
Yeah.
know?
If
I
I
will
don't
tell
know.
by their fruits. You'll know them. Do you know what I'm saying?
I don't
You'll
know.
be able
It's
to
true.
tell.
I think
You'll
the
be able
thing
to
is,
tell.
I'll tell you right now that there's certain girls that I know that on the street they look like they are angels, and when I'm like, and they're not friends with me because I don't like liars, but like, and I get to know them properly.
Mm.
And
they
you're just
have
like,
done
whoa.
the maddest things that I was like, you just wouldn't expect. And I know that their husbands don't know. I know that, like,
Hey.
as in, no, I'm
This
talking
is
serious
crazy.
stuff, and that's what I'm
As
saying.
in
Like,
legit.
and that's why you're better with someone who I feel like is open. You might not like what you've heard, but at least you know that what she's done, because you'll be with someone who's literally selling you a whole lie. You married this person, you're
I
with
just-
this person through.
I just kind of think though, if it's in your past, it's in your past. If it's something that can catch up with you now, okay, cool. The girl would have to say, like, you know, be transparent. But if it's in your past, it's in your past.
Yeah, no, I agree with that point.
Yeah.
But I'm saying don't let your track record be too messy. When I say messy, I'm
Yeah.
not saying in terms of how many partners you've had and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. But
Just
if I'm hearing
mad stuff.
stories
Yeah,
that
no,
are
that,
just a
I
bit
get
like
that.
different,
I get
though.
that. Yeah,
That's
that's
different.
different.
OG Nicky vibes. What the
Oh,
heck
Yeah, no,
is
that's
going on?
different. That's different.
Do you know
Lock
what? It's
off this whole
actually
thing
so
right
peak,
now.
you know, because that was like a thing back in school. You know, you get them girls, and it's like they
Yeah.
can't delete it.
They
You can't delete
Because even
it.
up to now, we
Delete
still know.
You
like,
can't delete. You
yeah,
can't
those
delete
girls.
it.
But they, anyways, yeah.
You can't delete it.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it depends where you find them. I guess you know,
That's the thing.
partner as well. Like,
That's true.
I think
That's true.
you'll eliminate that from happening a lot more if they're, if not in your circle, but at least part of, I don't know, a community, a place you go
It's
to
so scary
often.
though. In this
No,
London,
it's true though.
everyone
No,
knows
yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
thing.
It's true though.
That's why I've come to this realization. Listen, if you're gonna, there's certain things you're just gonna have to accept. As if you're trying to find a partner in London now, especially like within our community, if you're gonna say
Yeah.
black community, black
Yeah,
Londoners
yeah.
or whatever. Everybody has some kind of past or done
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Like it's very rare for you to find somebody that is your idea of an angel. It's
Yeah,
very
yeah,
rare.
yeah.
You might have to go to the outskirts. I don't know. Maybe go to Kent. That's where you might find
Because
it.
that's
I'm
where
not
everyone
joking.
goes and that's where they buy their houses. You know?
It's true. They even moving to Kent now in Essex. So
Literally.
What do you guys think in terms of like guys in their past?
Oh, I genuinely don't care.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, again, if none of my friends, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, I would love a guy who didn't know anyone that I knew, and I don't care. He could tell me that he slept with. Okay, absolutely. Let me not go too far.
Everyone has
He
a
could
cat.
tell me-
Don't say you don't. Everyone got a cat.
No, but like, he could tell me-
Okay. Yeah.
No, because I was gonna say 100, but I feel like 100 is stupid, and you're.
That's the
30.
Castillo number. Even Castillo, he's going beyond that, to be honest.
It was more than
That
that.
man
Yeah,
is
that-
so funny.
yeah,
but he's
like-
an idiot.
He's
Like,
an-
a Castillo
he's
who's
crazy.
nice,
He's-
Absolutely
but,
nuts, Joe.
but
Sorry
yeah.
if you listen. But yeah, no, I mean, I think obviously everyone has a cap, but it depends how much I like you, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
I think personally, me, it's just like it's whatever's in the past is in the past, and if it's not gonna catch up
What
with.
if he told you you
our
slept with a
future-
girl
Yeah, that's
every
it,
day for
actually.
a whole year, 365?
No, I'm just like
Huh?
it's just not. I don't know.
But won't-
It's not.
I
I
feel
don't
like that would.
it.
Are you sure?
As in, like, as long as you're clean.
Don't
and
put
stuff,
her doubt
cool.
in.
No, I'm not putting
Yeah.
her in
No,
doubt.
it's
But I'm
just
just
like,
saying.
if it's not going to affect me, if it's not going to affect us, what you do in the past is what you've done in the past. As long as it's nothing mad, like you didn't, assault someone or kill someone,
Yeah.
that's different.
Yeah.
But like, if it's something that you've done, like, if I don't know about it, it's not going to affect me. And if it's something that's not going to catch up with us,
But if it's
then let's
something
keep
that
it
is,
moving.
yeah. What about if he's told you that, okay, listen,
Yeah.
I've been with 500 women.
Yeah.
Are you telling me that will not create some kind of insecurity or doubt in like?
Naturally, we probably would do, but then I guess like because I'm not in a situation, I'm not too sure, and I don't know who this imaginary guy is, but like if it was the case, like he does tell me that, then yeah, of course it might make me go, oh, yeah, ooh, like and maybe I might feel uneasy, but at the same time, I also just feel as if like people can we all change regardless.
Yeah,
So
we
like
all grow as
like
well.
back in the day, for example, when you had like those girls at school that were more naughtier.
Yeah.
Now, like, I know girls that were naughty back then that are not like that back now. I know
That's
girls
true.
that were like that back then that are that
Crazy
literally
now.
devout Christians right now. Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? So you go through life
And I know the opposite as well.
and exactly,
Yeah,
and they
yeah,
go the
yeah.
opposite. So it's just like I kind of think the same.
Yeah.
Somebody comes to mind. But anyway.
I know. I can tell someone came into your mind just then. No, it's difficult, but I think it just depends how much you like the person
Yeah,
as
I
well.
think
like
it depends.
I can definitely get over people's. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, easily.
It's like people like Jeremy. Black guys in London have like gone to prison, not for even bad stuff, but imagine you're like, I wouldn't go if anyone ever went to prison. That would wipe out so many possible candidates.
Yeah.
That they did it a long time ago, and it doesn't. I mean,
Yeah,
as long as
that's
you
true.
A lot of people have changed
assaulted
as well.
anyone, murdered anyone, then,
Yeah.
That's true.
then, yeah.
Don't let your past be too messy, boy.
Yeah.
No, it's true.
You
You've
got
got
to
to be.
change it though.
You know, it's one of the ones that sometimes it might catch up with you, sometimes it won't. So
Yeah.
just fingers crossed, innit?
What's the Bible quote about throwing the stone one?
It's true. What's it?
Look at
Don't
you
throw a
guys.
stone.
Don't no
He
wait.
said, don't throw stones.
Don't throw stone.
I was about to say the glass house one. That's not even the
There's
Bible.
two.
I was gonna say,
Let's-
go
let
He
you
without
without
sin
sin cast the first
stone.
stone.
Yeah.
No, because I was thinking of two. There's that one.
Sorry, I
And then
haven't
the glass
memorized. I haven't memorized every
Glass
case.
house.
There's one like throwing stones in a glass house. You said it.
No.
Of the Bible. Because I thought you were talking about the one with the parable of the guy that had the speck and then the guy that had the log in his eye.
No,
That's
that's a
that
different one. though.
No, but it's the same thing.
Okay,
It
yeah,
still
yeah,
has the
yeah.
same meaning.
Yeah, because
It's
the
the same
parable, I was like,
reason.
yeah.
It
Actually, didn't
has
go
the
to
same
Catholic
meaning.
school.
I had to go to Catholic
Yeah,
school.
I
Thank
did.
you.
See, it wasn't called Saint Bacon.
Yeah. So funny.
they get
But
the name.
he was a saint though.
What was it?
Yeah.
Sorry, Saint Bacon.
Alright, guys,
You
this
guys
is
are so mature.
this is the worst time of the day. This is coming to the end of the episode.
Oh,
Yeah, man.
We've had so much fun.
I've had fun. I need to do it again, man.
Yours,
We need to do it
yeah.
again, 100%. Because this guy. Anyway.
We will openly invite ourselves to your pod.
Yeah.
If you're
Yes.
happy enough
Yeah.
to.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You on our podcast, you're allowed to swear though.
No, on my
Oh,
on our podcast,
you guys can
it's
do
your
what you
rules,
like.
your
You
rules,
guys
your
can do what
rules,
you
your
like.
rules, your rules.
You guys can do
Follow
what you
your
like.
rules.
Yeah,
your
yeah,
rules.
that one. So we will definitely
Yeah.
be inviting you guys down.
It'll be
And
so fun.
a lot of fun. We're today we're being really good. Let's
We're
just
being
say
so-
that. Yeah, we're being
I'm
so
actually
good.
quite proud, you know.
I know, but when you come on ours, it's a different story.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey.
Don't
Wow.
worry, you won't get in trouble.
So
with
these
us.
halos that I'm seeing now, they're not going to be getting on.
It's true.
Yeah.
But no,
Don't
guys.
listen, guys. Don't listen to the podcast.
But yeah, guys, thank you so much for coming.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Constructive, amazing conversation.
Yep.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really fun.
I think this is the best part about podcasting is having other people on and
Yeah.
having
Yeah.
discussions. So
Yeah.
we just love it, man.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
love
no,
it.
it's been fun.
Yeah, I love you guys coming on as well.
Thank you, man. No, it's really nice.
Yeah.
So, guys, actually, do you want to
Oh, yeah,
put
yeah. Plug anything that you want to plug.
any business side
What camera
hustles?
should I
gonna
look
be-
at?
Which,
Any
Anywhere that you
I
want
can't
to
look
look,
at this
really.
one on Neckle Break.
yeah.
Well, you can follow us on Instagram, and our Instagram is After Eight Pod.
Yeah.
And you can find us on Twitter, which is After Eight Pod _.
Yeah, and when you listen to our podcast, please rate us on Spotify. 5 stars only. Thank you.
Cool.
That's
Okay,
it.
with the vibe.
That's right.
All of that is going to be in the description, of course, as well. So,
Can we
So-
wave? Bye.
you can wait.
Thanks, guys, for watching. Thank you for listening. This is Unscripted and the After Eight podcast.
Yeah.
Woo.
We're
Until next
out.
time.
Bye.
Bye.
Amazing.
Oh, that was so fun, guys.